This is Steve Grillo. You're watching Grillos AftershockXL. I'm here on the roof with food expert, food blogger, food writer, meat expert, Nick Solares. He's been on my show before. He is the quintessential guy to go if you want to find out where the best of the best of the best is. You know, there's a big controversy as far as chicken sandwiches goes. Who has the best fried chicken sandwich in the fast food industry? And, you know, there's the big names like Chick-fil-A and Popeyes and Wendy's and McDonald's. Today, we're going to try everyone and see which one is the best.
Alexa, listen to the AftershockXL network.
From the famous Howard Stern and turned Steve Grillo, the AftershockXL network.
Now, we already got a little ahead of ourselves, and we did the Chick-fil-A sandwich. We already started a little bit on it.
So this is the Barnyard Showdown amongst fried chicken sandwiches. We went to the big boys, Chick-fil-A, the old school, McDonald's, the new kid on the block, Wendy's, the I don't know what you call Wendy's, the adopted redheaded stepchild chicken sandwiches.
Perfect.
And then we have Popeyes, which is kind of everyone's favorite right around now. They've had a ton of publicity, right? So the first one we're going to eat is, we've cut this in half already, is the classic Chick-fil-A. Now, we were commenting on the fact that this one is only, it's like $4. All the other ones were like into $5 range, which we're in Manhattan. Everything's more expensive. It's worth it though, isn't it? When the city's open, it's worth living here. Otherwise, it's not. When it's shut down, you're better off wherever you live other than Manhattan. You're better off there. But we've got chicken sandwiches. You've taken a bite. This is kind of these guys pioneered this. This is the standard. What's your thoughts on the
fact that it has a really crunchy edge, a little bit softer in the middle, and I think it might be the way they cut the chicken. The bread is plain bread, which makes you focus more on the chicken and the flavor of the chicken. So which kind of draws you to the chicken more. And I was saying before, like, even though they have some cultural issues, the fact that they're in a diverse city like Manhattan and people are still going and soliciting them and they're not shutting them down really is a testament to how delicious their chicken are. Nobody cares about their political views, which has changed.
I think another way to say that is like people don't really give a fuck about morals when chicken sandwiches are involved.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
But that said, look, if you really examine every corporation, they're all horribly evil. Every corporation's evil. They're trying to take your money from you, okay? Just go through life like that. You'll be a lot happier instead of worrying about it. Okay, Chick-fil-A, to me, you mentioned that the bun is very plain. To me, that's a blank canvas for greatness, right? It's generic, it's white. It just literally just holds that crunchy, succulent chicken bag. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, it is fantastic. So the bar is definitely raised for all the other chicken sandwiches because that's a great choice. So in order for us to like declare a winner, that other chicken sandwich is going to have to absolutely blow us away.
It really is going to have to, because even a bad Chick-fil-A is pretty good, and this was a good one.
Yeah.
I have to say, we commented on the fact that this was like $4 and everything else was in the $5 range.
Yeah.
This is like twice. Feel the weight of that. That's the one. It's like twice the size.
And that is really heavy.
So okay, I think they want to know. That's impressive looking.
Look at the size of this thing. It's spilling outside the bun.
It's not only spilling out, but it's got real depth. Look at that thing. Okay, let's whack this baby.
So it looks like the same sort of plain bun.
We went for the plainest of the plain, which is basically a pickle. Although this one may have.
Of course, you're not going to get the order right.
Wow. I mean, that is.
I'm kind of excited about this, to be honest with you.
I have not had the Wendy's before.
Me neither. So this is the first. So you go first.
On first blush, very impressed.
I'm very impressed with the size of the chicken, the color of the friedness. It looks crunchy. It looks delicious. It's got a little bit of a sauce on there, which we didn't ask for, but I'm sure it's not going to hurt. I'm going to take a bite, and Nick's going to tell me what he thinks.
It's so big that I'm still chewing. I think structurally, the bun is great. It's a little brioche, but it works. It wraps around the chicken snugly. I'm sensing, and I'm picking nips here, but that's what I do for a living. There's a slight acridity on the chicken. I'm not sure the batter is quite as delicate and ethereal as the one on the Chick-fil-A. It's a little denser. And what happens is when it's dense like this, kind of overcooks the chicken right at the mark where it meets, and it gets a bit chewy. It's okay. I think the Chick-fil-A is clearly ahead in this department. What are your thoughts?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I wanted to dissect the chicken a little bit because It does have a sauce that is judging the taste of the chicken. So I just dissected it. And I agree what you're saying about what you just said. But I'm telling you, I think the actual outside crust of the chicken, that I think this batter has more flavor than the Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
I'm tasting more flavor in the Wendy's chicken sandwich. It is a little thick and a little harder to work. I wish they didn't put sauce on it. But yeah, when I isolate the chicken and the crunchy part of the chicken, I'm enjoying the fried part of it. And I'm enjoying, I think it's got more flavor than the Chick-fil-A.
The other thing I'm getting on this is more spice. I'm getting some heat, right? There's a little bit of heat. You're getting a bit of something. It's not like a spicy chicken sandwich, but it's definitely there. There is something more spicy and flavorful than the Chick-fil-A. Should we go crispy chicken McDonald's?
Let's do crispy chicken McDonald's because we'll have the two titans at the end. So we'll do the meat, but I'm enjoying the after flavor of the Wendy's chicken sandwich. This is a nice fried chicken McDonald's. It's dark brown.
I don't like the bun at all.
No.
Why does it look like a plumber's crack? What's that all about?
I think it looks like when you were taking the fancy shots of the sandwiches over there.
And again, look.
Yeah, I would say the pickles also decimated part of the friedness. Like it makes it soggy.
There's like an artifact of pickle on the thing.
Yeah,
Okay, let's cut this in half. And conveniently, it comes with a way to cut it. It has
a guideline for those who are.
Guideline. Okay, you're up first this time.
Okay.
So McDonald's is, look, everyone else here other than Chick-fil-A has had 50 years to get this right. Right? Chick-fil-A made this in the 40s or the early 50s. These other guys are now coming out with them in the year 2021. This is, it feels not so great in my hand, quite honestly. It's a little spongy and dense. What are you thinking? Whoa.
I ain't wasting any more calories. It is dry, flavorless. Like it's almost a chicken that you would get if you're on the line at a public school for your lunch. It is absolutely grotesque and disgusting and completely ruled out of definitely the running or a chance that I would ever go back to have one of their chicken sandwiches. That is absolutely disgusting.
I think there may be a problem here with the rules. These other things are chicken sandwiches. I can't define this as a chicken sandwich.
I don't even know if that's like I think it's minced chicken.
I don't get it.
Like I don't even want to take another bite. Chicken, McDonald's.
Look, I have to say, the last thing McDonald's came out, like the last major release, was the fresh beef quarter pounder with cheese. It's fantastic. It's fresh beef. It's actually one of the great things that has come out in fast food. This, on the other hand, is so aberrant. It's so bad. I just don't understand how a multi-gazillion dollar corporation could have actually produced something of this inferior quality.
Now this is what I'm excited for.
Now, this one right here is, I'd say, the people's champion right about now. You know, like, ooh, okay, wow.
Taking the crispiness color so far.
It's spilling out of the, it's
the bun.
Oh, wait, it looks like they put a chicken leg inside. It's a little, it's not the best representation, but you know what? You judged on what you serve us.
Yep.
I mean, we spent $6 on it. No, this was cheaper, right?
I'd have to take a look.
We'd have to do the math on that, but I don't know how to cut this in half because
it's sort of like an oblong sized piece of chicken.
Okay, yeah, you take the big one because I'm on a diet.
Okay, but you go first. The chicken looks actually fresh. It looks like a nice cut of chicken, although it's like an odd shape, and it looks clean. It looks crispy. I don't know how flavorful the chicken, the crunchiness of the chicken is, because I found the Wendy's the most flavorful. So I'm gonna take a bite and let Nick give his opinion.
This is a damn good chicken sandwich. It's a little rich for my taste, because there's a brioche bun, which is very buttery and rich. Then there's mayo. And then there's chicken sandwich itself, the chicken patty, which is superbly fried, I must say. I think Popeyes is one of the great institutions in American fast food. I think it's a very good sandwich. I happen to prefer the simplicity and mid-century vision of the Chick-fil-A, but I think that you would be well served with either the Chick-fil-A or the Popeyes. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time because the Chick-fil-A and the Popeyes is definitely flavor. As far as crunchy flavor to the chicken, I'd have to go with Wendy's. As far as quality of the chicken, I'd have to go with Popeyes. But overall, solid across the board, it's gonna have to be Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept because Chick-fil-A doesn't. I like it the most for a variety of reasons. But what I think Grillo's alluding to is that it's not the crunchiest, doesn't have the best bun, it doesn't have the best pickle, but the sum of its parts are greater than right. It's greater than the sum of its parts. Is what I'm trying to say. And I'd agree with that. I think that's actually an excellent analysis. That said, I think that the McDonald's was the only real letdown, and it just doesn't. It boggles the mind.
I don't think it's chicken. I don't think that wasn't chicken.
It just boggles the mind how a company with that kind of clout, with that kind of culinary prowess, with those resources, like who did they test this on? Like
I don't even know what this is. It's like, do you saw it? I want to compare this. I'm sorry to touch your food. Okay. This is the McDonald's. It doesn't look like it's sort of, it has a weird consistency to it. But then here's the Popeyes, and that looks like a nice cut of chicken. A quality cut of chicken. Unlike this is what you find in your high school cafeteria. But I do think again, sort of like I guess special award to Wendy's for I think if it was just a plain piece of chicken, and they gave you like not such a big cut because I think that affects the texture and the flavor. I like the Wendy's taste of the crunchy, but Chick-fil-A across the board is pretty much even on everything.
All right, so we're gonna go best in show would be Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Popeyes a good second.
Popeyes is a very,
honorary mention to Wendy's. That's
honorary mention to Wendy's and a most dishonorable mention to McDonald's.
Shame on you. Ray Kroc would be rolling in his grave right now.
Yeah, I mean your sandwich is a clown.
Oh, definitely.
It's a clown show.
So, but this was kind of fun. I think we got a nice show out of here today. Maybe this would be a new career for both of us.
I think that this is actually my career.
Us doing this together.
We would like you guys to get in touch with us on social media. You can follow me at Nick Solaris on Instagram and Nick_Solaris on Twitter. Your handles?
Grillo Vader on Instagram, at Twitter, Steve Gorilla. Facebook, there's an AftershockXL fan page. I take everybody.
But just let us know which your favorites are. If you've had these, if you've compared them, maybe go out and do your own. Do your video, link to us. We'll share it, and we'll do we'll keep this thing going. Maybe the next thing we'll do actual proper food like hamburgers.
That's really nice. Yeah, let's wrap this up. So again, honorary mention: tasty Wendy's sandwich, very big and juicy, looks like chicken. Popeyes, extremely delicious, but across the board, Chick-fil-A has to win. McDonald's shit the bed.